All right, so wrapping up the Pasquotank River, you know, kind of how we did it this week. I ended up in 12th place, so really an awesome finish, honestly. I say it all the time, my practice wasn't that great. Better than some practices I've had, so I had, you know, kind of high hopes to at least catch like 12 to 14 pounds the first day, and we absolutely caught a really big bag on the first day of the tournament, almost 23.5 pounds, anchored by a 7-pounder. So that was, you could say it was pretty unexpected, to say the least.
That's the one you want there. Nice job, man. Nice job. That's the one you needed. Yeah, that's the one you needed. Absolutely. Absolutely.
7?
Yeah, 7. 8? It's skinny, but it's still big. It got a big head.
Yeah, he's got a gut. That big one that I caught late in the day really anchored that entire bag. And funny story about that big one, I actually caught multiple big ones off that same exact tree. Not every day of the event, but on day 1 and day 3, I weighed 3 of my wave fish off that one particular tree, which is a pretty cool deal. But kind of, you know, just the overall, you know, tournament itself, pretty simple fishing. I mean, shallow fishing, trees, anything that stuck out into the water a little bit farther in that 1 to 4 foot depth zone seemed to be the key. And, you know, these big fish would group up together on these trees, and I'd rotate through these trees multiple times in a day. Uh-oh. Yeah, got him. There we go. All right, it's a step in the right direction. A little better one. Chunky. I will take 5 like that, to be honest with you. Another big one. in the boat. Yes. I don't know what they like about that tree. That is... No, it's a bass. He's got it like in the side of the face, man. Oh, he's got it weird. Good Lord. Took too long. Everybody knows, you know, nowadays these urchin style baits are catching a lot of big bass, but what I want to talk about is, you know, how I set up these urchin style baits on my rod and reel and line setup. So I run the Team Lou Signature Series. This is a 7.2 heavy moderate fast, so it's a little bit spongier for those urchin style baits, and I pair that up with a Lou's Custom Pro with that Paramag braking system. It is awesome for pitching around shallow cover. This bait caster combo is awesome for this setup, just all around. Shallow cover, you know, being able to skip it, get in tight places, but also with that 7.2 heavy, being able to get those big fish out of those trees and stuff like that. Paired up with 20-pound Seaguar and Vizex, you can't go wrong with some Vizex. That stuff's almost unbreakable. Also, big shout out to Nitro Mercury this week. 0 problems. I have not visited the service yard one time this week. Making about a 65 to 75 mile run every day, give or take, one way. That's a long ways. I came in with about 4 to 5 gallons each day. I had everything calculated out perfectly. Everything ran absolutely flawless this week. And, you know, shout out to Nitro Mercury. Man, just a great all-around riding boat. And that Mercury got me to the spot and back each and every day, 3 days straight. Unfortunately, we're not going out the 4th, but I'm sure it would have did phenomenal the 4th day as well. So wrapping up, we finished up in 12th place. A great tournament. You guys will see some of these big fish catches that I had throughout the event. It was an awesome time wrangling these big Pasquotank bass. Little bummed out I didn't make the top 10. We came really close, I think within a half of a pound. So just one fish here or there would have got us in, but honestly, after making these, you know, 50 to 70 mile runs every day, I'm pretty exhausted from it. I'm ready for a break. I've even got my forehead got sunburned from having my hat off all day, running down the lake, and, you know, being in the sun for 2 hours without my hat on. It's kind of crazy that happened. So anyways, nevertheless, good tournament here at the Pasquotank. And coming up next is my favorite time of the year. 2 tournaments in the Northern Swing, Lake Champlain and St. Lawrence River, where I won my rookie year. So I'm excited to get back there and get some stuff done around the house in between that time and get up and catch some giant smallmouth.